The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on. What up, y'all? And I'm right back with that Love Island, going over the big five of all of these islanders and breaking down their energy and doing some predictions about these little transits that's coming up. And Kayda, yes, Miss Kayda, you are up to bat, and she is definitely one of my faves. So I am excited to get into her energy. I mean, when I say that she'll slap a bitch for being disrespectful and still look cute while doing it, baby, I ain't never lied on that girl. The internet shows proof, okay? And while we wait for the resident Love Island King Von to come to the front of the classroom, I'd like y'all to go ahead and hit that like. Go on and subscribe to your girl if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of this cosmic tea that I want to sip with you. Now let's get straight into it, because I love my girl Kayda. She is definitely one of my faves this season. And from the moment she walked in, she let us know that she was not that one to play with, okay? And then the internet followed up with the receipts, okay? Now, with that being said, our girl Kayda is an Aquarius Sun with a Taurus Moon, a Capricorn Mercury, a Pisces in Venus, and an Aries Mars, okay? That energy is a lethal weapon, and it's actually very perfect for this type of show, and especially coming in as a bombshell, because an Aquarius Sun I never gave a fuck, okay? It don't have to be locked in with the in crowd, and it damn sure is not going to go along just to get along. And I love that about her. Aquarius energy is that trendsetter, okay? It follows no man or no woman, okay? Now, Aquarius energy does love friends, okay? But most importantly, it loves its uniqueness. It loves its rebellion. And it's, like I said before, not going to go along to get along. It's not going to play the games of the villa. Those rules that have been set in place when she came in, she was not finna follow none of them. She was going to do what she wanted, when she wanted, and that is definitely an Aquarius Sun. It is effortlessly authentic, highly intelligent, and incredibly witty. And Kayda came in serving all of that with no hesitation whatsoever, and I love that for her, okay? She definitely was a breath of fresh air walking into that villa, okay? And she can either be your best friend or your best enemy, just depending upon how you want it, baby. Now, I love the fact that when Kayda first came in that village, she definitely came in marching at the beat of her own drum, not allowing anybody to put rules on her, stipulations on her. And her being an Aquarius Sun, being an outcast or feeling like an outcast really didn't do anything for her. It didn't make her feel any type of way. And it really just gave her that cool girl vibe. That's what that Aquarius Sun does, because of the fact that they don't give a fuck, okay? That type of energy, when people are throwing darts at you or taking shots at you and you still come across as that, I don't know, man. It just does something to the spirit, okay? Now, of course, once they realized that, she wasn't a threat, that they were cool with her or whatever, but Kayda wouldn't have gave a damn either way, okay? Let's be clear. She creates her own lane and she stays in it, all right? Now, in addition of that Aquarius Sun giving her that rebel spirit, that overall it girl vibe, that Taurus Moon definitely puts her on chill. And I love a good Taurus moon. First of all, the moon is exalted in Taurus, okay? Just in case you didn't know. And Taurus moons have the ability to really emotionally regulate themselves, okay? Now, they do demand stability, comfort, and peace. And this is why I feel like she has gotten so complacent with Zach, because of the fact that, once they get settled in, they really don't like to move, And emotionally, Kayda can be a rock. Now, she definitely enjoys physical touch. She needs that physicality of it all. And I feel like that's why she is asserting that with Zach, even though he's really not giving that back to her. I hate that. I hate seeing her always kissing all over him in the middle of the night. And he's just kind of laying there and just accepting it, which is cool. But what I'm saying is we never see him being forward with her with those type of affection. And she actually needs that. Her Taurus moon actually needs that type of affection. And it's something that needs to be given to her, because Taurus is represented by Venus, and Venus is all about attraction, okay? Now, of course, because of the fact that she has that Aries Mars, she doesn't mind asserting herself. I mean, she doesn't mind being forward, but her emotional state actually needs all of that touching, that loving, those kisses, those hugs. She does appreciate a meticulous man that cares about how he looks. She loves a man that smells good. And most importantly, she needs him to be dependable and loyal. Okay. That is a big thing. Zach having that Scorpio energy, that definitely is a big thing for him as well. Cause those are sister signs. So they're on the same axis. However, they're on two different aspects of that axis. Okay. Now, because of the fact that Taurus moon energy is so stable. Okay. You're not going to get her running through the villa crying and acting a fool, okay? You're not going to catch her having a tantrum in the middle of the villa yelling at anybody. Like, she's going to say what she needs to say and it's going to come across firm, but it comes across more as like, don't fuck with me type of energy versus how could you do this to me, you know, type of energy, you know. There's a difference. Now, because trust is a big thing on this axis, once that trust or that loyalty has been broken, then yeah, you're going to see a different side to her. She's going to go ahead and close that door, lock it, throw away, swallow the key, whatever needs to be done with the key. It's up out of here. That door will never be open again. Okay. Now, in the beginning, Zach was giving her a lot of reassurance. He seemed more interested. Okay. But once he got settled in, it started to feel like, I don't know, like, he don't really like her no more. And I feel like she's picking up on that because she even asked him, like, do you even like kissing me anymore? Like, this is after they did what they did. And this is why I did not like the fact that she was the aggressor in this area. I mean, I know that Aries Mars had a lot to do with it. I know it did. But I'm just saying, I didn't like the fact that she was the one that was kind of forward with that. Or at least that's what they portrayed or showed on the screen. Because I feel like it put her in a position now to where she has to pursue and has to be the aggressor when it comes to him. And she's too much of a queen for that. I don't like that for her. I don't like that at all. And I just don't like the way that he offers her up every time you turn around. Well, we'll go talk to Kayda. You know, almost like it's a joke, like he's really taking her for granted. And I don't like that. Now, when it comes to her Mercury in Capricorn, we're talking about solid as a rock. Okay. She is a realist. And this is why I feel like she is getting settled in with, Zach as well, because you know Taurus's energy is about that bag and Capricorn is about that legacy, and she is knowing that we are on a show and this is a strategic mind. Okay, stop playing. Capricorn Mercury is thinking about this game, and she has an Aries Mars as well. Like, she really is focused on this game and winning this game, so she definitely wants to create a love story by any means necessary. Okay, she's trying to get to the bag, and I'm not mad at her. Okay, I'm actually not mad at any of the Islanders who's all about the game. So it definitely makes sense to me that she is with or attracted to somebody like Zach, because I told y'all that he is definitely here for the game. So when she went into that village, she went into it not really caring about the connection more so, but caring more about the stability. She is thinking about the long game. Of course, I'm the type of girl that feels like she can have it all. And the more authentic it is, the better. And so I need Kayda to really just get into her authentic bag when it comes to this love show and stop trying to push it to work with Zach because of the fact that, you know, Capricorn Mercury will think because of the fact that they've invested time and energy into someone that we have to figure out how to make it work. Okay. Now, this Capricorn Mercury has definitely saved her a lot in this villa. This is what stops her from making sporadic decisions like kissing Corbin. She literally told that nigga no. And I was so proud of her for that because he was really just looking for a girl who was easily going. And he found that with Kenzie. But I knew he was because if you checked out my Kenzie video, I talked about all of this in her video. Hell, she was the very first one that I did. You knew that he was just overly freaked out. And so you didn't sense any type of longevity with him. So that definitely is what kept you away. And because of the fact that none of the other Islanders were in a position to be open, I really feel like that's why she fell into the arms of Zach. It was just very convenient. He's nice. He's good looking, you know, and he's able to actually give her some substance. So they actually do make sense together as a couple based on who is in the villa now. But we got Casa coming up, y'all. We got Casa coming up, and I'm so excited because I'm hoping that they really bring in their true matches. Because trust me when I say the producers are producing and they know exactly the type of the Islanders. I know they go through their social media. I know they've seen some of these Islanders' exes. And like I said, I feel like they have a resident astrologer there that knows about some of these placements. So I'm just saying, I feel like Zach is going to meet his match when that Casa starts. But we'll just have to see. Either way, whoever approaches her, he's got to be coming with some real game. It's got to be authentic because she's thinking long term. She's thinking concrete, and she's thinking about getting to that 100,000 wow. Okay, as my girl KK would say. I'm just saying, the money is definitely on the mind, and the mind is definitely on the money. Much respect, Kayda. But I'm going to need you to leave Zach behind because he's not getting that money on my watch. Okay? Respectfully. I just really hope they bring somebody over there that is really on his grown man, because right now they got a bunch of little boys. Okay? And what her Venus needs that grown man that's going to sweep her off her feet, okay? She is a hopeless romantic because she is a Pisces Venus. And we have another exalted position with this because Pisces is exalted in Venus. Now, this lets me know that she has been settling because this gives me hopeless romantic. She definitely needs somebody who is going to come and sweep her off her feet. I mean, I honestly just can't say that enough. I'm just saying passion and just that dream man. But it can also give downright delusional too, okay? And when it comes to love, sometimes my girl Kayda can be a little delusional. She can be a little delulu, okay? Pisces Venuses can have a tendency to allow their lovers to overstep their bounds, or people that they love are just in relationships with to overstep their boundaries. This type of energy would, collaborate with her Taurus moon to stay in situations too fucking long, knowing damn well she should have left a long time ago. And then that Capricorn Mercury don't help, because once her mind is made up, it's made up, and so this gives her the stay power. That's a beautiful thing when you're with the right person, but when you're with the wrong person, child, that's a holy nightmare. Okay, it's a nightmare. But nevertheless, she needs that romance. She needs that person who's not afraid to drop her a poetic verse. She also appreciates somebody who is highly in tune spiritually and has no problem connecting to their empathetic side. She doesn't mind having a me against the world type of relationship, just me and my girlfriend type of energy, Bonnie and Clyde type of thing. She doesn't mind that at all, okay? Because it's given movie, okay? Pisces Venus loves feeling like their relationship is something out of a movie. Now, she does have this thing where, she does want to secretly heal her partner, okay? And she is attracted and drawn to those mysterious types, those secretive types. She wants those relationships that are so deeply bonded, it's not even funny. Now, the type of men that she actually is attracted to, the kind of guy that she actually goes for, has that warrior Aries spirit. She needs a man that's going to pursue her. And this is what I was talking about, okay? Now, for women, when it comes to Mars, it talks about the type of men that they are attracted to. And with the Aries spirit like that, her having to dig into her Aries bag in order to keep this thing going, I just don't like it. I keep saying it. I don't like it at all, okay? Zach is not the one. He's not. But nevertheless, when her warrior comes in there, she will know it, okay? Because he's going to come and get her, okay? It's going to be like, I, Tarzan, you, Jane. And he beating on his chest and he go on and throw her over his shoulder and just go on and carry her up to the tallest tree in that villa. And that's where they will stay, Kissing. And I'm just saying, that's what it's giving. Okay. She needs a manly man. She needs somebody who's not afraid to come in there and get what he wants. He has to have that fire, that passion, and that bravery to not be scared to step on anybody's toes. She doesn't want somebody who is passive. She wants someone who is aggressive to come and get her. Kayda wants to be claimed, okay? So all of these little mind games that Zach is doing right now is not working. It's not going to work with her, first of all, because she's strategic as fuck anyway, okay? And she's trying to keep doing this with your ass because she's trying to get to this bag, okay? She's trying to get to this 100K motherfucker. You fucking it up, okay? You messing it up. But when it comes to the man, the real man that is coming in for Kayda, okay, he's coming in claiming her, and he's not going to mind chasing her down. This is another reason why she didn't give it up to Corbin so quickly. It wasn't because she wasn't attracted to him. It was because she wanted to see how he was going to move. She told him no to see if he was going to just let it go, or was he going to keep up the pace and just keep coming after her. Chase her a little bit, okay? That's what she wants. That's what she needs. She's also drawn to somebody who is very physically, aesthetically pleasing. I mean, I'm sure that Taurus moon has a lot to do with that as well, but she really has to like what she's looking at. All I know is that when Casa starts, I can guarantee there is going to be a guy that is going to come in with that same energy, and we're going to see it. We're going to see it. And I'm actually excited for Kayda, and I'm excited for Trinity too. Free both of them, okay? Hashtag free Trinity, hashtag free Kayda. I'm standing on that. But let's talk about these transits, okay? Starting with Chiron entering Taurus, which actually just happened on the 19th, okay? And it actually just stepped out of her Mars, which is interesting, and stepped into her moon. So we're going to see a shift in Kayda as far as what she feels like she's worth and what she feels like her value system is, her emotional worth. So this could definitely play out in the villa with maybe switching up. We may see a little bit more sensitive, more vulnerable side of Kayda. A lot of things may come up for her, like old trust issues. Any type of emotional defense mechanisms that she has used prior to will probably come up. We're just going to get an overall more vulnerable side of her. or we could just see her emotionally shut down overall. Okay. This is actually a pretty big transit for her. Well, it's a pretty big transit for everybody. If you didn't get a chance to catch my video, go check it out. It is up on the channel and you can see how it will affect you in your personal life. Okay. But for Kayda, definitely when it comes to her emotions, that is a big part. And we will get an opportunity to see that emotional side of her and that rawness of that. Now, not too long ago, Venus went over into Leo, okay? And this actually created some oppositions and some squares in Kayda's chart. And I feel like that's why we're seeing all of this stuff kind of play out with Zach, okay? Now, we know Leo is the performer, okay? It's dramatic. It has its stage. It has that stage light. It is ready to, be loud, dramatic, and get its performance on, okay? It can show you what it thinks that you want to see, but not really be what you need it to be. You know what I mean? Now, this is in direct opposition of her sun because, Leo and Aquarius are sister signs. So I'm hoping that the attention that she is getting over in Casa does not turn her off. I need her to be open over in Casa. And because this energy is also square her Taurus moon as well, I feel like she might be a little bit stubborn when it comes to opening up to some of these guys. I'm not sure if Kayda may not have a little bit of a hard time opening up to some of these guys over in Casa because she's really going to be trying to focus on what Zach is doing. But this energy is not an easy transit for her. Okay. I tell y'all all the time when you're thinking opposition, you're thinking about opponent. You're thinking about that bitch you don't like. Okay. And when you're thinking about square up, you thinking baddie style. Chapter 2. Let's get into it. Bitch, we bare knuckle in the streets. I'm just saying. This is what this energy gives. Okay. So when it comes to her sun and her moon, this is what is going to be illuminated and shining out to us, the world. So if any of these guys approach her and it feels fake or it feels performative, they're probably going to get cussed out. Okay. It's probably not going to be good. She's probably going to be calling them out and she's probably going to be really fed up with a lot of the antics of it all. Okay. So I'm hoping that she can find an authentic match, somebody who comes to her and, like I said, comes and sweeps her off her feet. Now, later on this month, on June 28th, okay, when Mars enters Gemini, I've been saying this in everybody's video. Yeah, it gets crazy in the villa around this time. And I really feel like we're going to get a movie night and all of the things that they didn't get to see will be shown. And yeah, tempers are going to be high all over. Okay. If you have watched any of the other Islander video, you already know what I'm talking about because the very next day after that on June 29th, we have the Mercury retrograde in Cancer. So like I said, I feel like they have a resident astrologer because ain't no way. The timing is immaculate. Okay. Now that Mars will actually create a trine in her sun sign. Okay. So they take a little bit of the pressure off and it's going to be running sextile her Aries Mars. Okay. So this will actually give her that second wind. I feel like whether it's with Zach or if she brings somebody back from Casa, whatever it is, it feels like she's starting anew, starting afresh. It's giving that Aries fresh start. Okay. I feel like socially, she's going to be where she needs to be. She's going to have her wit back. I feel like she's going to have her spark back. I feel like something is really going to take the wind out of her sails prior to that. And then she's going to kind of get back into the gusto of things around this time. Okay. Because this transit is very harmonizing with her chart and her placements. So whereas everybody else might be having a little bit more of a difficult time, I feel like she's more on the chill, relaxed side of things. Okay. Not saying that nothing's going on because obviously there's going to be information that will be dropped. But the way she's going to handle it is going to be no sweat off her fucking brow. Stop playing. Now, because of the fact that she has a Capricorn Mercury, all right, that will definitely play in for the next day. Because I told y'all that Mercury retrograde is in Cancer, and Cancer and Capricorn are sister signs. But not only that, that same day, we have a full moon in Capricorn as well. So that is going to be on her Mercury. All of this is going to be affecting her Mercury directly. So definitely some shit's going to be said. And I feel like somebody might get cussed out around this time. I don't know. Maybe. I do believe there's going to be a lot of clarity. I do believe things are going to be made extremely clear about what she wants to do, how she will pursue, and how she will move in that villa from that point on. Okay. Whether it be with Zach, which I kind of hope it's not, I really hope it's not, or it be with somebody else from Casa, she will have a firm understanding on who she will be going forth with. Okay. Because when we're talking full moons, we're talking about releasing. So I feel like there's going to be some type of conclusion around this time that will be happening for her. Now, because of the fact that Jupiter is going to be playing a part towards the end of this month, we can't sleep on the influence that it's had in Kayda's chart. Right now, Jupiter is in its high degrees of Cancer and it's getting ready to fall over into Leo. And so this is putting a lot of intense pressure on her Mercury because it is in opposition to that energy. So this is definitely not helping her emotional state, seeing as how that Chiron influence is currently playing its part as well. Okay. Now on the 30th, Leo will be moving into Jupiter. So with that being said, that's going to be in opposition of her sun. As well as this energy is going to be square her moon as well. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't take away from her screen time and that she doesn't digress and fall in the shadows or ends up going outside that villa shortly into July. I'm just saying that's that type of energy that it does give. But it does give a fire trine to her Aries Mars. So this energy will step up her competitiveness and her confidence. And I mean, she might end up having somebody on her arm by the time she leaves up out of that villa. Everybody can't make it to the end. And even though I would really love for Kayda to make it to the end, I don't know if this transit may take her out. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I'm just saying that is looking a little sketchy on that one. Either way, it will open the door for a lot of brand deals and different things like that on the back end. She is definitely going to be one of the popular girls getting a lot of attention once she steps outside that villa. Now, don't get it twisted. I told y'all before in Kenzie's video, they are priming for her to be one of the finalists. They are priming for her to be the one to walk away with the most brand deals and have the most followers. That's why they allowed her experience to be as authentically Love Island as possible, minus, the freaky business that she be having going on in the bedroom. But that makes me feel like, towards the end, that could be a possibility for Kayda, because if she makes it all the way to the finals, there is a good chance that America will vote for her. Unless she's standing there with Zach. Now, if she's standing there with Zach, that could be, her downfall. I'm just saying. But I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out when it comes to these energies, when it comes to the stars. But y'all got to tell me what y'all think. Go on and list it below. Tell me in the comments. Do y'all think Kayda's going to make it to the finals? Do you think she's going to walk out of Casa with somebody new? Do you think that Zach is her true Prince Charming? Let me know. Now, when it comes to Jen, Corbin, Soul, and Caleb, we're just going to go ahead and group them in together since they all bombshell and just talk about their energy overall. Not trying to be funny or anything, but we already know that those are going to be the sacrificial lambs. As soon as they get ready to start voting out couples, those are going to be the first ones to go. Okay. They have not made the bonds. They are not the OGs. So yeah. Okay. But I feel like it's still, definitely something to talk about, especially Corbin because of Kenzie. I kind of talked about his energy. I picked up on his energy in her videos. So I definitely feel like that's interesting, but I knew it was going to turn out how it's turning out. Okay. Now, that being said, Cosmic Cousins, I'm up out of here.